Hey there, Mush from the future with a couple of answers to some questions you might have that I didn't cover in the video yet. First one, what if the laser cutter stops mid-job? It's okay, sometimes the design doesn't work. Two things you should do, a couple of things you should do. First, don't freak out, it's okay. Hit the back button on the laser cutter until it looks like it's in the home screen. If the laser cutter mechanism doesn't look like it's in the top left, turn the laser cutter off and then on again, and that'll reset everything. All right, couple of things that you need to do. Check your design, make sure it looks good. Sometimes just copying your design into a new fresh document will solve any of the problems that you have with not cutting. If it seems like something beyond that is broken and it's not working, give a holler, we'll see what's going on and we will fix it. All right, question about materials that we can use in the laser cutter. The ones that we're gonna use the most are chipboard, is our thin cardboard, our laser wood, it's our thin plywood, some kinds of acrylic, and maybe paper. You can use other ones beyond that, but you need to check in with me or a teacher to make sure that the material is safe for our laser cutter. There are some materials that you should not use, anything with vinyl in it, for example. We don't laser cut, but if it's a new material that's not chipboard or plywood or acrylic, let's take a look and make sure it's safe and good to go. It also needs to be thin enough. Our laser cutter right now tops out at about 1/4 of an inch, so anything thicker than that is not going to work. All right, speaking of that, if your laser cut doesn't go all the way through the material, then you're going to need to run the job again. All right, you can change the focus a little bit, or you can just run it exactly as is. That should work. If it's still giving you trouble, we might need to take a look at the material and sub it out. Sometimes the laser wood we get, the plywood, isn't working the way it's supposed to. By and large, though, it's great. But if you do run into an instance where the laser wood is not cooperating, we can look at subbing that out. Final question, how do I clean the laser cutter after use? You need to make sure that all of your tiny little pieces that get cut out are cleaned up. Anything big you can grab with your hands and throw out. Anything bigger than that, you need to take the cut bed out of the laser cutter and remove the materials, all right? If you have questions about this, give a holler in person. I will record a follow-up video in the future, but for now, just make sure that all the little pieces are taken care of. Hope that helps.